Hey Addicts, I'm Josh.
And I'm Michael.
And today we're doing episode 3 of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And this one is called Battle at the Goblin Village. And this is a pretty great episode. I think both of us think this is the best episode that we've seen so far of the series. We leave off right where we did the last time, seeing him getting ready for the dire wolf attack, and that ends pretty quickly, I would say. He gets done with the battle, he gains some new allies, the Wolf Clan, and he decides to give them all names, which he finds out that that's a bit of a power boost that allows them to evolve, so we get to see the effects of that, and then, like, at the very end of the episode, we get to see him propel to his next destination, which is the, like, dwarf inhabited area. So, Michael, what did you like about this episode?
So, I was telling Josh after the second episode, I was like, man, I love these goblins. Man, are they great in this one. You have the chief, whose name is Rygaard now, I think.
Yeah.
He's great, both before and after the transformation.
Dude,
the voice actor, the old man voice actor, I do kind of feel sorry that he has to go.
Because it's like his voice is like wobbly, where it wavers back and forth, kind of like what the camera just did
right
now.
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
And, gosh, like when he first reacts to him, Rimuru, healing the other goblins, and then also like seeing him after he gets like his name is like so good. He's probably my favorite goblin.
Yeah, Gobda's up there.
Yeah.
We gotta see more of him.
Which he's the one that didn't really, like, at least from looks, he didn't transform at all. Like, everybody else looks like they like turn into hobgoblins, so they look more like humans, I guess you could say. Like, they're more muscular, like, they're taller and everything like that. Which is still hilarious. And then also I guess the wolf, the dire wolf that became, Tempest, what do they call him?
Tempest Wolves? I think Tempest Wolves, but his name is...
it's like the mixture of like those words, whatever that is in Japanese. I don't know.
We'll get back to him.
But yeah, he seems pretty cool. I like the interaction that he has where like he's just wagging his tail whenever he's happy, and it just like blows him off the hill. He's like, "Oh, sorry, master."
Yeah, there's a lot of comedy in this episode. The action was kind of short-lived, I would say, in this one, but it was still pretty cool. You got to see like how his skills are useful.
Yeah, you got to see primarily his skills that he got from like the spider creature that he beat in the I guess cave. And so that was really cool seeing. But we do figure out a little bit about his magical essence, I guess, that he can use up too much. And so, because that's what kind of leads him to being out of commission for like 3 days because he uses up too much of his, I guess, magic reservoir or something like that. Yeah. And so that was interesting to see. Like Michael said, though, like this episode is, I guess, primarily focused in comedy. You get some action right at the front, but it's not very long. But I would say this is my favorite episode of the show so far.
Yeah. I really liked the characters, new characters we got introduced. They have names now. And I'm excited for them going to the Dwarven Kingdom. So this is kind of be our first interaction with humanoid characters in this world. So
yeah, because they're seemingly going there to get like new clothes and like find somebody that can build houses and stuff. And I guess it's going to be interesting to see how he interacts with them, if he gets pulled into something that he doesn't really want to be pulled into, or exactly what kind of enemies or allies he makes in this. Because I guess another thing we saw in this episode is he kind of sets up like some rules with his, I guess, his followers.
Yeah, I guess it's a kingdom. It's going to be a kingdom here pretty soon.
And so, like, he's got goblins and dire wolves mixed in there, so he has, like, 3 rules set where he's like, don't attack humans, because we don't want any of that problem.
Yeah, too much politics.
Yeah, and it's like, you don't want to belittle other races, because we're going to get more races in this. And then I can't remember the third. What was the third thing? It's like...
get along with each other.
Yeah. Which...
Because we got to see a sneak peek of like goblin riders, so you have like the prominent goblins.
Not to be confused with hog riders.
Yeah, technically they're hobgoblins, so they're hob riders.
Hob riders.
But yeah, so you get to see that kind of a preview of them, like what their military force is going to look like, and then you get kind of a transformation where. Through the evolution, we've seen that the hobgoblins are a little bit stronger. We haven't seen what the extent of their powers is, like fighting ability. And we also haven't seen how strong the wolves are. See if they have any new... Because, like, that one wolf has a he's a Tempest Wolf and he has like a horn.
Yeah, and he's got like storm abilities.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what that.
But that's another really great scene where he just creates a tornado, just destroys the only house that they have.
Yeah, it is funny that like the slime's primary objective once he founds the kingdom is to like make sure they have food and shelter. And he's like trying to build a city, but the goblins don't know how to. So he's just like, yeah, we need to find someone who knows how to build and make clothes because we can't do that at the moment.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I think if you guys, if you've been watching our videos and seeing like what we think of the first couple episodes to see if this is something that you're going to get into, I would say that I think it's solidified that this is going to be a show that we're going to like for the most part. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what kind of things they tackle going in, but I think this is one that's at least going to be a decent watch just from what we've seen so far. So I would recommend that you guys
and
start
it's a longer
watching it.
series, 24 episodes.
Yeah, which that leaves me, because we haven't watched a show that has that many episodes
Since
in a while.
Steins;Gate, yeah.
Yeah, which more of that's coming. We're still working on that one. So I guess the main reason why we started this is so we could keep ourselves in a schedule.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. Any last regrets before we close this out?
Or we die. I really liked Rimuru, the slime lord himself. His character's pretty fun. I think overall the tone of the show is nice. I wonder how that'll transition if there's like major threats against them. Mm-hmm. But even like the life or death battle was kind of like tongue in cheek. Like they weren't that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that intense.
Because they're like, I don't know, I guess everything he's encountered so far hasn't been even on par with his level yet. Or maybe it's just that his skills are so powerful that it doesn't really seem like that big of a feat for the people that he's faced so far. Or the monsters, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think his water blades are pretty OP for his slime level.
Yeah.
Because it just beheads everything.
Speaking of that, direwolves. You get to see skins being made.
Yeah.
Basically. But I guess that will conclude this episode of our
one more thing I wanted to mention.
Okay, you go.
Is thought communication. Now they can all like communicate and work as one body. It's like that's cool. So like even if they're a distance away, I think they can still communicate effectively.
Did the hobgoblins even get that?
We'll see.
I mean, I guess so. Well, I mean, I guess the ones that do have it would be able to share with them. Like they could make the thought communication both ways.
Like a 1 or 2 way street.
Yeah, because I mean that's how they probably understand him, right? Because that's how kind of... Well, I guess it says that he can actually talk.
Yeah, he can talk, but... Anyway, I think that's kind of be cool for, like, the kingdom moving forward, how they can, like, communicate when they're, a mile away. That's something that you don't usually see in fantasy worlds.
Well, except for the other thing that we're covering, Arifureta, so if you haven't yet, go watch that, because this is a really great series.
Sure.
But... I'm done with the plug, I'm sorry. But, yeah, I guess that's it. If you want to check out any of the other stuff, it's down below. You know what it is by now.
Yeah,
so
we're recording this at night. Clearly, that's why it's so dark.
Yeah, that's why you can barely see our faces. Next time we'll be on FBI Most Wanted list. So I guess we'll just see you guys later.
All right, see you guys later. See you next week.
Right.
We'll enjoy it.
Peace.
Peace.